nice and good morning and happy new week, everyone. So this makes it 1 week, I think. Continuous streaming is it? I'm trying to I have to verify that, but it's quite nice being here and yeah, as we usually do. It's a new week to get going. Hopefully, everybody gets to achieve their goal this new week. And okay, so I started this to document my building process at the same time also getting to like share things and just vibe. Give me a minute. Okay, so today one thing we'll be doing is I'll go through gigowi, and I was actually working on it this morning before the time I scheduled for the streaming came up, and then just go through some news and also YC RFS is out, YC request for startups. Like I saw it over the weekend. That was yesterday, and I was like, I'll go through it on stream today. Anyways, currently I've started on wiring giveaway, as you can see. Basically, the implementation plan for the login page is kind of ready. You can see phase 17, wire the auth. The login page is kind of ready. So users can afford to sign up. I signed up earlier today, so it's working, it's getting to the database. Here you can see the tables. So I'm using type ORM for my ORM basically. So you can see the tables are all here. The tables are all here. And what else again? Yeah. So there are two things I actually. So I worked on phase 15 and 16 together. So those are all auth related, and protected routes. Okay, so phase 15, 16, 17, they're all together. So I worked on them once, like, and I reviewed them. So currently the user can afford to sign up, but now there's an issue whereby if you go to the route, it still takes you to the dashboard. But if you go, you have to go to the login route. I think there's an issue I need to like. This is an issue. Okay, so this is actually an issue I need to fix. I can fix it on the stream currently. So currently, I have to just manually navigate to the login route. Okay, then what was the account I created yesterday? Using it. Click on sign in. Now you can. Okay, I think when I signed up yesterday, I cleared the database. Okay, so I have to fix that. But I signed up yesterday. The name came up here. So currently the wired this thing flow is what I'm still on. And I'll do that today. Make sure that users can afford to sign up, go through the onboarding experience and all that. And also one thing I took note of after signing up is the early hours of today, let me put it that way, is that the profile pics, there's no space for updating the profile image. So I'll also work on that. So authentication, updating profile information, those two things I'm going to work on it, especially more the profile image, work on updating it, and yeah, I think those two should be okay. what else again? I think if I work on that, then next up you can see on the phase 18 Q&A, gig intake. Okay, so this was something that I realized was absent, you know. So the whole idea is once the agent breaks things into subtasks, the user can afford to like talk to the agent on clarifying things, and if it's not adding up, the client can also step in, you know. So the client basically get to see the flow of what's going on. Yeah. So that's one thing that this clarification UI will handle. Because the agent is like a project manager, a project coordinator, you get. So that's the whole idea. With that being said, I thought I was sharing my browser UI all this while. Yes, let me share. So this is the UI in essence. You have to navigate to the login. You know, to go here. Then this was the details I used to sign up yesterday. So currently you have to create your free account. Let me enter and so enter your free account. Let me just select this has all done me for now. You can see my name is here. So what I'll work on is ensuring that there is an option here for updating the profile icon and some of these things here are not necessary. I think so. Anyways, I'll work on it and this is like the critical stage of the app because while in the back end and the front end you realize things are missing. You might be updating the back end, updating the front end and the whole integration process, you know. So that really matters. Anyways, what else again? What else? What else? Okay, so this is an LLM.ts. So this contains documentation about ADK. So most times, if you want your agent to know how to use the agent development kit, you can copy it, paste it, share it with your agent, your coding agent, which will look it up and follow the process. But when I shared it with anti-gravity basically was trying to structure AI. I don't know what went wrong. So I actually don't know what went wrong that anti-gravity sharing was trying to install a Gen AI package. I shared the issue last week. So that's another file. One thing I wanted to look into today is request for startup. Last week I made sure that might apply to YC. I haven't done that for a while, a very long time now. I think the first time I applied, the only time was 2024. But I apply this time. So and everything I'm sure is about AI majorly and hardware. Hardware is picking up, but hardware before you get started you might need it's not something you can just wake up and work on like when you do with software if you have the skill. Hardware you need to get some things that will help you work, you know. So we will startups like building the systems that power the work, education, healthcare to defense, finance, infrastructure, and work itself. I think this is where gigowi will come in. And for the first time, I'm from sitting US Secretary of the Army, the primer. It adapts to her completely and true stories tuned to her life. It teaches her not just to read but to think, to reason. Let me share the link in the chat so possibly we'll go through it together. Y combinator.com/RFS. So for the first time yesterday, something like the primer is starting to feel possible. Okay, I think the whole idea of this primer is she grew goes to continue reshaping her life around who she is becoming and the life she is living. For the first time in history, something like the power is starting to feel possible. For one, yes, there's a fact. Personally, most things I learned is I had to teach myself. One-on-one tutorial. Example, if AI can bring it to every child, I'm going to talk to more than drill fast. Over the years, they learn a child man, teach how to teach and thinking is not more wisdom. I never run out of patience on time. I don't wait for video and start to what we work in similar is a product that actively teaches young children to live life. But there are products like Notebook LLM, or is there a different vision that what Notebook LLM does? Notebook LLM can give you the knowledge, it comes up with a video, what should be automated, runs the kids. Maybe it will be like a personal assistant merge with okay, AI tutor. So there are several AI tutor solutions out here. I think this for this skill is something that might have built traction or potentially like can easily get access to it. Someone will recommend you that okay, this is a great idea. Future for American defense. I'll skip this. It's not something I can do. The cloud for small software. Okay, I really like this. Purpose build that only ever have one or a small handful of users. For teams, to every team does things different. Like example, workload tracking, important number, managing spreadsheet. I still had to deep plan share, incubate clouds, and this English. A cloud for small software is something that what are they talking about? Something that Superbase and Firebase do if you know your way around it. Like AI really know how to use Firebase or Superbase already, so it's just fine tune it. Let's see. It will just fine tune it. Is there something? Anyways, there's a nice idea, but it's not something that exists or something that existing solutions can fine tune yourself and fit into. Because one winners of the AI age is backend as a service provider. Superbase, Firebase, what's the other one again? Upwards. So those are big winners of the AI age. We have multiplayer AI. The best work tools of the last 2 decades run by going multiplayer. Docs replace Figma, Beat, Photoshop, and they turn solo tools into places teams do their best to work together. And AI agents are the most powerful new tool a team has, but it's the one thing that people, I think something similar to Buzz, which we looked at last week. Working with AI is largely single player. You open a chat, type a prompt, and get an answer. It has gone more than this, and that's why a lot of people are building different agentic solutions. Okay, my idea is quite similar to this, but it's different in the sense that what you are doing here is the work to. I like this. I think this. My idea is a bit different to this. It's a bit similar to this, but there's more of it. Compute at sea. It's quite crazy, but it will be so expensive. Except it's possible if it will be operated by robots. Yeah, robots are the future basically. As it stands, robots are the future. So if it were created by robots, but humans, they cause factors. Yeah, there should be one or two or three humans around to supervise it, but on the long run, the cost might be too much. AI powered consumer products for 1 billion people. The first part for what you're talking about here is having embedded models that can be on device. And that would be the future. If you have achieved that, people can use AI to create videos, music, contents directly from their device without being scared of token costs. But now token is still expensive, and we know people only invest when something has is valuable to them. That's one insight I got from Simba. Only when a product, anyhow, no matter how fantastic your product is, people get to use it when it offer, like people will pay for it when it offer value. So as for consumer products, the value might have to come long term or intricate. Like for example, X for example. I'm not sure they are really making much money from Grok, but Grok embedded into X is like the market merged together, you know. So the same thing with Facebook and WhatsApp. Recently now they started showing ads on WhatsApp. But all these years they were not making any money from WhatsApp. Okay. So there are features that all these it's large companies that can afford to do that. So as it stands, large companies are the ones that can afford to build consumer product. But based on what YC is requesting here, embed models, on-device models can make this easily possible. Models that are on device. Okay, AI for aging population. This would be something like Alexa. I like this idea also. New operating system for physical walls. Okay, the best time to build the crypto. Okay, category one. I like this idea also. Moving your human. I think this was the clip I saw on TikTok that got me hooked. Using AI to like predict that someone is a human, the content is AI based and all that. How will it work? Universal verified human on the other end. AI compliance infrastructure is keep that self-maintaining APIs. Over the past year, I've worked with people. Okay, that is it. I think MCPs are something that can be fine-tuned to like achieve this basically. Yeah, MCPs can be fine-tuned to achieve something like this. APIs that like that change their structures and all that. So with that being said, that is the request for startups of YC this year. And the link is shared in the chat, which you can see. So with that, think that will be all for this morning. There's no need going through the news today. Um, this stream lasted for 20 minutes. So, wishing you a lovely Monday and a lovely week ahead. Get to achieve all your goals, and also hopefully on my end, I'm able to complete the giveaway project this week. So that's all for now, and have a lovely day. Bye for now. Okay, so that's